Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you all are fine and are in good health. The topic of today's lesson is idioms and phrases. This is lecture number 2 on this topic. Recap of the previous lecture. In the previous lecture, we discussed what are idioms and phrases. We came to know that an idiom is a group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deductible from those of individual words, while a phrase is a small group of words standing together as a conceptual unit. Idioms are a collection of words or phrases which have a figurative meaning that is generally established and well known, whereas phrases is a group of small words that are like a unit. They are part of a bigger sentence or a clause. We also discussed some important idioms and phrases. Some further explanation follows. First, we will try to understand what are idioms and phrases. English is a fascinating language. It is colorful and full of expression, and well-written prose can transport you to another world. One such tool that authors usually employ to make their words memorable are idioms and phrases. It is important for us to understand the concept and the correct usage of idiom and phrases. Idioms are a collection of words or phrases which have a figurative meaning that is generally well established and known. So these words can't be taken at their literal meanings. Idioms at times seem grammatically unusual as well. They are a useful tool in linguistics. They add life and color to the prose. It allows the authors to play with words and make it an interesting read rather than straightforward boring paragraphs. Idioms are often used in stories, poems, and even in the spoken words. The origins of these idioms are not always known, but they said to originate from stories and creative writing and are modified over time. Now some information related to phrase. A phrase is a small group of words that are like a unit. These units are a part of a bigger sentence or a clause. Phrases are unlike idioms. They are actually direct and to the point. They do not have figurative meanings. The expression means what the words indicate. A phrase, unlike a complete sentence, does not have a subject and a verb, so it does not express a complete sentence. They are a unit of a complete sentence. Some more important idioms and phrases. As it was done in the previous lecture, inshallah we will explore some more idioms and phrases in today's lecture. We will find out their meanings and how they can be used in a sentence. So let's start. To turn over a new leaf, meaning to change the way of life. Sentence: the thief turned over a new leaf after repentance. To back out of something, meaning to not completely finish something one promised to do. Sentence: you can't back out of your responsibilities. To beat about the bush, meaning to talk about something for a long time without coming to the main point. Sentence: he should stop beating about the bush and tell exactly what he wants. To have a bone to pick with someone, meaning to have a disagreement to discuss with someone. Sentence: I have got a bone to pick with you. To break the ice, meaning to do or say something that makes people feel less shy or nervous in a social situation. Sentence: he told a few jokes to break the ice. To make the most of, meaning to use or enjoy something as much as possible. Sentence: we are in Murray only for a day, so let's make the most of it. To make both ends meet, meaning to earn enough income to provide for basic needs. Sentence: the workers complained that on their present wages they could hardly make ends meet. To make one's mouth to water, meaning cause one to eagerly anticipate or long for something. Sentence: the smell of the cooked fish made her mouth water. Day in and day out, meaning something that happens routinely or regularly. Sentence: they eat nothing but potatoes day in and day out. With high hand, meaning an oppressive or dictatorial manner. Sentence: he tried to carry matters with a high hand. To have the lion's share, meaning to have the largest and best part. Sentence: he got the lion's share from his father's property. To save something for the rainy day, meaning to save something for a time when it might be unexpectedly needed. Sentence: I save a portion of my salary each month for a rainy day. To cry over spilled milk, meaning to dwell pointlessly on past misfortunes. Sentence: yes, we made a mistake, but there is no point in crying over spilled milk. It's high time, meaning the appropriate time or past the appropriate time. Sentence: it's high time we made some changes around here. To shed crocodile tears, meaning insincere expression of sorrow. Sentence: we should not trust him, he sheds only crocodile tears. This is your homework for today. Use all the idioms and phrases discussed in this lecture to make sentences of your own. I hope you will find today's lecture informative as well as interesting. Inshallah, in the next class we will continue with this topic. Until then, it is Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.